presentation, next paper is by Dr. Pushyamitra Joshi. It is from spaces, from architecture. Now we move on to rituals. It is about Bhatti Pujan, a ritual in traditional craft cluster of hand block painting, still continuing, being continued by the Namdev Chippa community of Umedpura, Tarapur village of Madhya Pradesh. Over to you, Pushya.
So this ritual is practiced by the traditional Chippa community of Umedpura and Tarapur village in Madhya Pradesh. The beauty of before going to the talking about the beauty of this tradition, I would to pay my homage to the sons of Vishwakarma who are still practicing the old rituals and continuing the tradition despite of having 1,000 years of history of attack and invasions on our culture. And I start with the praise of Bhagwan Vishwakarma. Next slide, please, sir. A brief background about this craft tradition, that it was actually started by the Sant Namdev, poetic saint of 11th 12th century, and these craft community considered they belongs to that, they feel that they believe that they belongs to that the lineage of Sant Namdev ji, and since last 400 years they are following this tradition of block painting, and Bhatti Puja is a ritual, one of the ritual related to that the whole process. So there are many tailoring craft and craftsmen and dyer community who feel that their lineage belongs to the Sant Namdev Maharaj. And next slide, please. So this is the traditional hand block painting techniques practiced by the traditional craftsmen in a traditional manner. So Sahi Beggar print is one of the printing technique, Dabu print, which is a kind of resist printing technique. And Sahi Beggar, it requires a boiling of the textile after printing to get the colors and shades. And the rest two are the combination of this Sahi Beggar and Dabu print, but having different motif and different color combinations is used. Next slide, please. So this is the whole process of this traditional block printing. There is a first process is sizing, where procurement of the fabric is there, and then the washing in a traditional manner by mixing sea salt, castor oil, soda ash, and sometimes animal extract like cow dung and goat dung is also used. And then printing is started with the first dyeing of the fabric with harda or myrobalan, and then mordant, that is a alum and iron, which is a kind of mordant or a fixer to get the color, is printed using hand blocks. And from alum we get the red color, and from iron we get the black color. So alum in technically they call beggar, and iron they call syahi or black color. And then there is a post printing, then they keep it in for 3 to 4 days so that it grabs by the mordant is received by the threads of the fabric. And then vishle, which is a technical word for washing, which is very technical term also, and the practice also. It is not a normal washing. It is done in a flowing water with which required a technical skill and the dexterity. Then dyeing is the final dyeing, that boiling process, which is known as bhatti karna in local language, which requires 2 to 3 hours, and it is dyed with dhawdi flower, Woodfordia fruticosa, with alizarin today. And in past, manjishta roots were used to get the red color in place of alum printing. And then after bleaching, product is ready for the market. Next slide, please. So this is the printing part is done by the 6th generation master craftsman, Shri Pawanji Jharia. He is creating a beautiful pallu of a sari using wooden blocks and syahi and beggar, these two mordants. And next slide, please. In next slide, I have created few videos, but I hope it will work on this presentation. Sir, if you can help me out to open the Vishle video.
I'll have to again share this screen for the video. Can you please bear with me?
Yeah, sure, sure. Oh, sorry, because it's a shared video, so I think it will not work. So in this, I will try. I will share the links of my YouTube channel, so you can see that how Vijle is done and how Bhatti process or boiling process is done. Next slide, please, sir. Now, if in praise of Bhagwan Vishwakarma, in our itihasas, if we see, in Ramayana, Nal is considered as the son of Bhagwan Vishwakarma, who was equally adept in all the skills what he learned from his father Bhagwan Vishwakarma, and we all know that he was instrumental in creating the bridge today known as Ramasetu, and in some scriptures it is also known as Nala Setu. Next, sir, please. In Marathi, also Sant Namdev ji, after Marathi Abhang, he also wrote about the Kirti of Bhagwan Vishwakarma after visiting the Verul Nagar and seeing the beautiful architecture of Krishneshwar Mahadev temple. So, this is the kind of inspiration or the kind of beautification done on that temple that so next. Also, the Stella Kremwich discussed the importance of the traditions and transfer of this tradition and skills from one generation to different generation to the next generation, and attributed all this knowledge to the Bhagwan Brahma or Vishwakarma, and she termed she gave a term the sum total of creative consciousness to this transformation. Next slide, please, sir. Next slide. Now, if we see the literature about the Hindu craft traditions in literature, so we find the craft processes is documented, and the end product is used in the different traditions of Hindu, Jain, and both the community is mentioned in the available literature. But we didn't find the rituals which are attributed to the god or the deity, which is practiced by the craftsmen. We didn't find this, so we find this gap, and we find this opportunity to present with the objectives. So next slide, please. Next slide, sir. So we find this opportunity to report the tradition of only living ritual Bhatti Pujan, and the second objective to highlight the ritual and spiritual significance. And also we observed and we interviewed few craftsmen of the same tradition in different places in Rajasthan, like Bagru and Akola. These are the two different clusters where the same community is working and they are following the tradition of block printing. But we find that in Bagru, nobody knows about this or follow this tradition. But in Akola, they follow, but it in a very customary way. But in Tarapur, we find that they do it in a very elaborative manner and in a very organized manner. Next slide, please, sir. Yeah, so here a senior member of the family is performing a Bhatti Pujan with the Panditji. So how it start? The basic, the start of this process with the Pitra Paksh. The first day of the Pitra Paksh, the 15 days we dedicate to our ancestors. So from that day, they stop all the boiling process. So next slide. So they stop all the boiling or the process in this what we have seen in the Sai Bigger printing. The last boiling process or the dyeing process, they stop all these things for the next 15 days. They only do printing, and then after Pritra Pakshi is over, they consult with the Pandit ji about the Muhurat, and which is a suitable time to start the boiling process, and then they to restart the dyeing process, and which is the ritual known as the Bhatti Pujan. Then after this is generally done on the Navratra or Dashara time. On the day of mostly it is done on the day of Dashara. So they invite Panditji to continue with this tradition, and the Panditji chanting Vedic mantras, and the dyer community, the senior member is involved in the pujan, and the other person or the other member of the community, they start boiling process with the Vedic mantras. So this is how this is performed. So, but what is the significance? This is a tradition. We all know it's beautiful, it's okay. But what is the significance? So during our interviews, unstructured interviews, we found that the significance in three manner. Next slide, please. So next slide. Yeah, as a ritual, this is puja is a devotion and offering to the Bhagwan while restart of the work. And then as a professional, this is a peace of mind for 15 days. They are not doing a routine work. And as an spiritual, this puja they do to purify their soul from the scene of Jeev Hatya, which has been unintentionally done due to the burning of food in the boiling process. So this is the significance of this Bhakti Pujan process. Now, what we have found is in this interesting findings that such traditions and rituals play a very important role in to bring the discipline in both personal and professional life. And for Hindu Chippa community, block printing is not just printing or art, but it is a matter of devotion to the Bhagwan too. Apart from this yearly ritual, they follow very strict tradition of not doing the same boiling process even on Purnima, full moon day, on Amavasya, new moon day, and Gyaras, which is the 11th day of a Hindu lunar calendar. So they don't perform this because of this spiritual and ritual inspiration and offering to the God. So this is all from my side. I wanted to show a few videos also, but actually this link is not working. So in next slide, I have shared a link of my blog also. So you can see that Bhatti Pujan, which I documented in the year 2017, when I was there to expedite my collection of my sarees. So they were not doing it. So I was very furious. Why you are not doing it? So they told me that we follow this tradition, and that is how I come to know about this pious tradition. And I was so blessed to record that video of that pious tradition. And this is how it laid the foundation for this case based paper. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to present this pious tradition of performed by the traditional Hindu Chippa community. Thank you, Team Indica, organizer Paturi sir and Shefali Didi and Srinivas ji for your extended help.
Okay, 1 second. Thank you so much, Pushyamitra. It was a very insightful presentation, and I like the way you brought out the fact that for the Chippa community as well as for every other community which is involved in doing work with their hands, basically the work just doesn't end there. Work is worship. So everything that they do, every ritual that they do is somehow integrated in their belief system, in the philosophy that everything that is created as an offering to the divine. It's very beautifully brought out. I will check if you have any questions. Yes, there is a question from Mr. Ajay Dhakat. One is, where is Tarapur? Please name district. He is also from MP. And secondly, from him only, he says this method is also used near Patharia at Sagar district. Please let me know how is bark printing done. Is the process very different?
Yeah, actually, the Tarapur and Umadpura is a village situated in West MP and Neemuch district. And the bark print is different in terms of the geographical place. In bark, the only Sahi Beggar printing is done, and that is done by the Khatri community. Khatri community is belongs to the, they see their lineage with the Sindh Prant of undivided India. Now today it is in Pakistan. So if you see, there is only difference of the community. So if we see the major figure from Khatri community, so Guru Nanak Dev Ji belongs to this Khatri community, and the tradition of Tarapur and Umadpura is little bit different from that community. But yes, Sahi Beggar print is basically, bark print is technically a Sahi Beggar print where two mordants are used in printing. But that is done by now a Muslim Khatri community, and this is still following the tradition of Sant Namdev Ji Maharaj, the patron figure of this community. I hope I'm clear with my answer.
Thank you so much, Pushyamitra, and it's been a wonderful session. The whole session since morning to now. I've learned so much about so many different aspects of Hindu art, architecture, and artisan traditions.